You'd think our next guest would be involved with software, buried in his coding and trying to make sense of all the programming. Wrong. I have to slap his hand to put his phone down before we come back from the commercial. Paul Babb is the president and CEO of Maxon, guys that have created Cinema 4D and a bunch of incredible 3D tools. Paul, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Larry.
So give me a one-sentence description of what Maxon does, so for people that don't necessarily agree with my description, they can hear it from the horse's mouth.
Absolutely. Cinema 4D is a 3D modeling, rendering, animation package. It's used for motion graphics, visual effects, medical and scientific animation, architectural or engineering visualization, pretty much any kind of 3D graphics that you'd like to create.
Now, there's another really not important, but well-known 3D package, which is Maya from Autodesk. How would your package differentiate from Maya?
Well, we're easier to use. We are one of the most easiest packages to pick up as far as 3D is concerned. Now, 3D is complex, but in terms of picking us up, we're pretty easy. We also are very much focused on integration with other packages, including the Adobe products. And for instance,
which was the exciting news last year.
Sorry, exciting news last year. There is a version of Cinema 4D included in After Effects. This year, you can also do the same thing with VizRT. You can actually create projects in Cinema 4D, and they live link into the VizArtist real-time character generation
That's
system.
New this year?
That's this year. They're showing it over at the VizRT booth. And we're getting a lot of traction with a lot of great third-party plugins like Krakatoa will be shipping in a week, which is a very high-end particle animation and rendering package. So for people who want to do those visual effects, we're branching into that area, and you'll hear a lot more interesting news about more connections with other packages that people use every day.
Well, I want to focus on something you mentioned to get back to. I am not a good 3D artist. In fact, I'm a pretty terrible. In fact, I can't draw a straight line without mechanical help. Do you provide any kind of training or education? Because learning 3D is really hard.
We do, and we've got a lot of great partners like lynda.com and Total Training and all the different people out there. But we also do our own site, Cineversity. We offer a lot of free getting started training. We have some very focused tutorial series to help people get started in motion graphics or visual effects or just in the package itself. And we also offer some direct connect online training where you can be connected to one of our trainers online and do a little session together. We customize those sessions for people who are trying to get started or if they're just trying to solve a problem inside of a particular project.
Is Cinema 4D a single package, or is it a series of modules that you can combine to create
It used to be in modules. Yeah, right now what we do is we have vertical market products. We have a basic package, which is Cinema 4D Prime. We have a package focused on the broadcast market, Cinema 4D Broadcast. We have Cinema 4D Visualize, which is focused on the architectural engineering visualization, and the Cinema 4D Studio, which is pretty much everything that the features have.
What's the differences between the three?
The feature sets are very focused on what those people need to do. People in the broadcast may not need the high-end character tools, the cloth, the dynamics, those types of things. And so if they're just doing some motion graphics and don't want to dive into those particular features yet, they can do that. The Visualize is very, very much geared towards the architectural market and those connections.
Can someone be effective with Cinema 4D getting the Prime package, the starter kit?
People can be effective with the Lite package that we've included with After Effects, which is just included in After Effects. So yes, there's a tremendous amount of things you can do. There's even some basic character tools in the Prime package. So it's a very robust package.
And how about templates? Do you have any kind of, like a starting kit that I have some basic objects that we can work with?
Oh, yes. We actually have a feature inside of Cinema 4D called the content browser, and we are constantly adding new content to the content browser, and that includes presets, includes models, textures, lighting packages, all types of things.
So if somebody wants to get started, what should they start with? They want to just sort of sample and see whether this appeals to them.
Well, if they're an After Effects user, they can start right now with the Lite package that's included with the Creative Cloud version. If they want to get started in one of our packages, you've got the Prime package is a great place to start.
So what have you got that's new?
Great. Well, as I mentioned, we've got the connection to VizRT, which is very exciting. They're showing it at the VizRT booth. We've got Krakatoa, which will be shipping in a week, which is the high-end particle system. At the show, we've got an amazing lineup of demo artists. We've got some of the kids that worked on the Super Bowl graphics. We've got an Emmy Award-winning graphic producer for the History Channel showing off some of the work she's done. We've got Ghost Town Media showing some of the great work they've done in music videos. We've got visual effects from that studio. We just got an incredible lineup of people.
So you're just showing off.
We're just showing off, and we're showing off everywhere. We're actually streaming these presentations live for the folks that can't get to NAB, if they go to c4dlive.com, they can watch these presentations and even submit questions that will be passed off to the presenters at the end of their presentation.
That address again?
c4dlive.com.
And where do they go on the web to learn more?
Maxon.net.
That's Maxon, one word, Maxon.net. And Paul Babb is the president and CEO of Maxon. Paul, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Larry.
Take care. Have a great show.